Hi guys, my name is Elvis Otieno. I am 18 years actually now. I'm a sickler born with sickle cell anemia disease. I was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia when I was 2 years old of age. That was 2004. So sickle cell anemia disease is somehow blood cancer. It's a blood disorder. It's a cells disorder. These are where red blood cells are abnormal and they don't carry enough oxygen to the body. So if there is less supply of oxygen to the body, that means the body cannot stand on itself. I cannot do hard work. I cannot move. I cannot struggle to do the kind of work that a normal person or a normal human being can do, and the kind of strength that a normal person has. So I usually take hydroxyurea. Hydroxyurea is a drug that is used to reduce crisis, and folic acid. Folic acid is there to boost iron in the blood. You see, our hemoglobin is very less. So the kind of hemoglobin made in our liver is very less for the red bone marrow, for the red blood cells to carry the enough oxygen to the body. So I take folic acid that supplies iron to the liver. I take falodrin that prevents malaria, and morphine syrup used for prevention of pain, and lactulose because of morphine syrup. Lactulose is there for constipation, to prevent constipation. And I was moved from morphine syrup because of the dependency. Now I'm on methadone to stop the dependency and to kill the receptors of morphine, so that even when I'm back to morphine, it will be from a smaller dose. So those are the drugs that I take: hydroxyurea, folic acid, falodrin, methadone, and lactulose. So these drugs they are really expensive. And you see my story. Me, I was raised by a single mother. Actually, I've never seen my dad since I was born. My mom never talked about my dad. Even if I asked her, she would really get angry and tell me that, do you know that I gave birth to you without I gave birth to you nika bahati. Nilikuzaa kwa hii dunia ka bahati. That's what she will tell me. That anytime that I will ask her about my father, he will tell me that he doesn't know where my father is, and if I want to know where my father is, I go and look for him. So I don't know my father. I've never seen my father. So my mom was married, and she was married with another guy, and she had kids for the guy. So the guy didn't like me because he saw like he's spending a lot of money. He was my stepfather. He saw like he's wasting money on medication. So he dumped me. So that's when my mom, she didn't want to destroy her relationship. She took me to my grandma, where I stayed with my grandma, and I went to secondary school. Actually, when I went to stay with my grandma, my mom disappeared for 4 years. I've never seen my mom since now, and she has never talked to me. She has never even said hi to me. She has never called me. So a lot of things has been happening. My grandparents, my aunts are hiding some news to me, but some of them told me that my mother died. So I don't know what's the reason, but my grandma didn't want to tell me anything to do with my mom from that day that after my mom left me to stay with my grandmother. So I was very weak, and I was very, very, very weak, and I didn't have any strength. I was very sick. I was very thin. My eyes were yellow. I had no strength. My hairs were not growing. So as I was living with my grandma, I joined Form 1. When I joined Form 1, in Form 1 I studied 5 months. I didn't study in Form 2 because I was paralyzed. The crisis came really strongly and it paralyzed me. It was painful crisis. It usually happens in class when there is infection, like a cold, stress, and any kind of bacteria infection in the blood. So I really got a very painful crisis that gave me a stroke. And it was not kind of a stroke, but I was paralyzed from my kwa kiuno yangu mpaka chini. Yeah, so I was paralyzed from my tail to my legs. My legs will not move a single bit. So from there, I wasn't able to walk, and I stayed in hospital for a very long time. So in Form 1, I studied for 5 months. In Form 2, I didn't study. I did an exam to join Form 3. In Form 3, I studied for 3 months, 2 weeks. In Form 4, I studied 2 months, 1 week, and I did my KCSE in the ward, where I scored a C plane, a C minus actually. Sorry for that. And I didn't do 4 exams because I was seriously ill and I was on oxygen. So I did my KCSE in Mukumu Boys, St. Charles, Luanga, and I was able to get a C minus. And I didn't do 4 exams. I didn't take my results. So from there, I went, as I was staying with my grandma. My grandma saw that this is going to be a burden because she can't stay with me for long and she doesn't have money to take care of me. And she even feared that I might even die in her house. So she gave me 3,500 shillings that enabled me to come to Nairobi. And when I reached Nairobi, 1,000 was not valid. So after paying the car, I remained with 500 shillings. When I went to look for my aunts at Dandora, I went to look for my aunts, my uncle, many people who know me. Some of them feared to live with me. They thought that they saw like if they live with me, it's a burden. So some of them, I will even ask to stay at the night, but they will see that this is going to be a burden, and I will really cause them a huge financial problem because they really feared my condition. So my uncle will tell me that he works at night shift just to throw me out of the house indirectly. So they gave me a blanket and 2 cups. So I went to the street at Railways, at a Guardian Easy Coach. I used to stay in a bench there. I used to sleep in a bench where I will sell mouth mask. I used to wake up at 3 very early in the morning and sell mouth mask. And I will sleep outside an hotel at the bench at Railways. So every time I'll sell mouth mask and wait for 1 day, and I will save 100 shillings daily and see if I will rent a house for me to stay. So as I was selling my mouth mask and living outside the street, I got a very serious crisis again. This was acute chest syndrome and dependency from morphine, the one that I was telling you about. So I was admitted at Kenyatta National Hospital, where I stayed for 3 months. They transfused me. They treated me with ceftriaxone, normal saline. They gave me each and every medication, nutritionist. They gave me food, and I became very healthy. So Kenyatta didn't want to get me back to the street. They didn't want to discharge me back to the street. So they connected me with Veronica from Lady Hope, Madam Veronica. And from there is where my life changed. After meeting Madam Veronica, my life really changed from there. She accommodated me. She gave me clothes. She gave me shelter. She gave me food. I have never missed anything. Right now, I dress like a nice person. I feel good. I take bath like other people. I have never missed eating. I also attend to my drug methadone daily. She has really taken good care of me. I don't know what to give her back. I don't know what to say to her. But Lady Hope has really taken good care of me. Actually, it has really changed my life. And in this life, I've really realized something. That having a positive mind is a positive life. If you set your mind positive, then the life will be positive too. Because I realized that when I was in the street, if God wanted me dead, then I will be dead very long time ago. But according to the strength that I was putting on, and the life that God was giving me, and the oxygen and the strength and everything that God gave me, I was able to survive at the street, and I was able to meet this lady, Madam Veronica, after coming here. So Madam Veronica has really taken good care of me, and I really appreciate for Lady Hope. And I really encourage everyone that is suffering from cancer or any disease that he thinks that he may not come out of it. These diseases are not curses. These diseases are not any kind of curse from God or anyone or witchcraft. They are just there according to the lifestyle that we have been living. Some of us are born with them like me, and some of us have just got them through the lifestyle that we have been living through. But all I want to say, it doesn't matter. Just have a positive mind and everything will go well and everything will move on accordingly. And someone might be healed on the road because it depends with how you set your mind. If you set your mind negatively, then everything in your body will be negative. You will think negative and everything won't work the way you want it. But if you set it positively, everything will be positive and your mind will be positive and your life will be positive and you may even get healed in the way. I want to thank all of you and I really appreciate for the concern.
Hey my people. Umesikia story ya Elvis. Elvis amejenerate hope kwa sababu yenyewe life si simple unafikiria. Na tunasema yenyewe kama kuna mtu unajua anaweza kutoa support yoyote, asaidie Elvis, asaidie msote kwa Lady Hope. Kindly ingia pale kwa social media yote, andika Lady Hope Wellness Institute na bonga na madam, jua venye anza support, unaweza tuma support yako. Tunashukuru sana. Elvis ako hapa saa hii, amepitia a lot kwa street. Si kupenda kwake, ni venye hii burden ni mzigo mpaka atoka anamwacha. Na mimi nasema thank you Madam Veronica. Na kwa wale wote wanatuma fan, thank you. Na tunataka kuwaona kwa next fundraiser. Yenye nataka kubai permanent home. Such mtu kama Elvis na wale wengine wanatoka far. Tuko na mahali pa kuwaeka. Shukrani sana.